how could myself and my company, Fitness Revolution, connect potential fitness enthusiasts with the top-notch fitness professionals right here in Cleveland? Fellow sponsors and our friends, we have a solution for you. The Cleveland Fitness Summit of 2019. Now you might be wondering, what exactly is this event? Why are we creating it? And how exactly do we plan on making it a reality? The Cleveland Fitness Summit is a 3-speaker strong event in which 3 different fitness professionals within the Cleveland area will give a 45-minute presentation with a 15-minute Q&A at the end. They will deliver information that is up to date and up to date with best current practices. There will also be a breakout session towards the end of the day, and that breakout session will facilitate interaction and participation between the audience and the fitness professionals. It will also allow them a chance to practice those topics that we went over in the speeches. We wanted to put this in there because participation is value. This is where they're going to get much of the value out of the presentation, or the presentation in the summit. There will also be a social networking event, both with lunch and at the end of the day, as you can see with our schedule. We want to facilitate our audience to integrate and network amongst each other and with the fitness professionals. And we want to do so in such a way that they're talking with people that they don't actually already know, because how many of us go to networking events and we talk to the people that we already know? We want to make sure they get out of that comfort zone. Why did we create the Cleveland Fitness Summit? There are certain deliverables that we want our audience to get. The biggest one is the connection between the audience and the speakers. We want to entice them to take the first step to becoming a client of our fitness professionals. We believe that will be their actual best value in being able to taking the step to change their lives. We also want to facilitate other tangible deliverables as well, such as water bottle giveaways, fitness apps, and also a hard copy of the presentation schedule and the actual schedule and the agenda, because those will help as a marketing piece as they put it on their shelf when they go home and they constantly see it every day. That's going to be more for those of them that maybe they didn't take that first step on that day to become a client. They also want to, of course, spread up-to-date information with our potential clients. Now, how exactly are we going to create and make this event a reality? We need to take a look, number one, at how much it's going to cost. What will the budget be? Now, between looking at paying for a venue, paying our staff members, all the way down to paying for the food and even the sound system, I've come up with a number that it would be a grand total of approximately $23,000. That's a good chunk of change. We need to come up with a way to pay for that And in ticket prices alone, if we filled the room with 200 people and charged an amount of $116, we'd be able to cover it. Now, we would like to have a little bit of profit out of this, so we want to have a large goal of attracting 300 people and charging $150. So that way, we not only are we able to cover that cost, but being able to create an even better event for the following year. To take the next step, and the next further step, we need to know exactly, I got that out of order, and we need to know exactly which agenda points we need to do when to make the event a reality. And those will be, number one, hiring our team members that have to be first, such as the program director like myself, the marketing manager, and the logistics coordinator. From there, we would need to create our marketing strategy and implement that strategy. And then from there, going one step further and getting all of our logistics out of the way and booking our venue, booking our speakers, and so forth. The Cleveland Fitness Summit was created as an event to facilitate a large and strong connection between potential fitness enthusiasts and the top-notch or the best fitness professionals in the area. We want to do this because we want to help change the lives of others through fitness. If you'd like to join our mission in changing other people's lives through fitness, we'd like to ask for your sponsorship today. Are there any questions?
This takes us to the impromptu question portion of Adam's speech. I'd like to call on a few of us today to try to come up with some questions that might disrupt Adam's plan. If you had a chance to read over some of these examples here, or if you have an example of your own, a question, I'd love to hear it. May I call on the first volunteer for the question for Adam? Pam.
Adam, so what in fact,
And excuse me, which company are you with?
I'm with Jen Henderson Fitness. So what if you get instead of 200 or 300 attendees, what if the attendees blows up to 450? What will you do with the venue?
We would have to then either move into a new venue with bigger space, or within that same venue, we'd have to see if we can book other smaller rooms within that venue to accommodate for the space. Now, if we did that, we'd probably have to switch around some of our scheduling to put some of the speakers in a different room, and then we'd have to go from there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I see there's a question from Dick's Sporting Goods in the back. I see the chairman of the board, Dr. Phil Berry.
Yes. My question, as far as the purpose for this event, includes the opportunity for Dick's Sporting Goods to network with the speakers and the attendees. I wasn't sure if this event was specifically to link the speakers to the attendees or for other fitness companies locally to network with fitness companies.
That's a very good question. Initially, we want to facilitate that connection with the speakers to the audience members because we're trying to build their book of business. But we do also want to expand into that sponsorship role where different fitness companies can come and like set up a booth essentially and be able to converse and make those connections there.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Crystal, could you please introduce yourself and give us your question for Mr. Brown?
Hi, my name is Crystal, and I work with mykidsfitness.com. I sell kids fitness equipment online, and I heard that there will be a deviation in the date of the plan. How do you plan on recovering from that?
So you're asking if we had to change the date?
Your date, right, you didn't put a date on there.
I did have it in the slides, but it's the 19th of December.
19th of December, and I was speaking with the city, and they said that they're also having a community event that day. Do you plan on having the event on the same date and working against this competition, or will you use this deviation in the plan and find another date?
I'm actually going to stick with the date because I think our audience won't conflict with theirs, so I think we should be okay.
My name's
Yes.
Danielle Ross. I'm with V Fitness in Cleveland, Ohio. And it turns out that the funding that you budgeted, you actually raised more funds than you originally planned. And I'd like to know how you plan to enhance your event, making use of the funds in a way that all or most of your attendees will appreciate.
Well, that's a very good question. In that respect, we will take those funds and either buy different deliverables, so we'll have better giveaways. So I mentioned that we might have water bottles and t-shirts and such like that. We might upgrade that kind of giveaway to enhance that connection between the audience members and the event and the speakers. We might enhance it through better food during the social hour. We might actually, maybe we will bring in another speaker as well. So those are different avenues that we could look at to make it better.
Excellent, thank you.
Yep.
That concludes our impromptu section. Thanks for everyone for their participation. Thank you,
Thank you.
Adam.
Thank you.